January 1st as New Year's Day. Now, Janus was the Roman god of doors and gates and had two faces, one looking forward and one looking back. Caesar felt that the month named after this god, January, Janus, January, that's where we got it from, would be the appropriate door to the year. Caesar celebrated the first January 1st New Year by ordering the violent routing of revolutionary Jewish forces in Galilee. Eyewitnesses say blood flowed in the streets, and years later, Roman pagans observed the New Year by engaging in drunken orgies. Okay, now I don't really have an issue with that, but they believed that drunken orgies constituted a personal reenacting of the chaotic world that existed before the cosmos was ordered by the gods. True story. As Christianity spread, pagan holidays were either incorporated into the Christian calendar or abandoned altogether. By the early medieval period, most of Christian Europe regarded Annunciation Day, March 25th, as the beginning of the year. According to Catholic tradition, though, Annunciation Day commemorates the angel Gabriel's announcement to Mary that she would be impregnated by God and conceive a son to be called Jesus. Again, I will get into Mary at some other point. I just think she was fucking the next door neighbor, but that's just me. After William the Conqueror, a.k.a. William the Bastard, and William of Normandy, became King of England on December 25th, 1066, he decreed that the English returned to the date established by the Roman pagans, January 1st. This move ensured that the commemoration of Jesus' birthday, December 25th, would align with William's coronation and the commemoration of Jesus' circumcision, January 1st. Now, January 1st would start the new year, thus rooting the English and Christian calendars as his own coronation. William's innovation was eventually rejected, and England rejoined the rest of the Christian world and returned to celebrate the New Year's Day on March 25th. Now, about 500 years later, in 1582, Pope Gregory XIII abandoned the traditional Julian calendar. By the Julian reckoning, the solar year comprised 365.25 days, and the acceptance of leap day every 4 years was intended to maintain correspondence between the calendar and the seasons. Really, however, there was a slight inaccuracy. 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes, and 46 seconds. To all you science guys out there, you should fucking know this. Which is actually 365.2422 days. The slight inaccuracy caused the Julian calendars to slip behind the seasons about 1 day per century. Although this regression had amounted to 14 days by Pope Gregory's time, he based his reform on restoration of the vernal equinox, then falling on March 11th. To the date had 1,257 years earlier, when Council of Nicaea once convened March 21st, 325 CE. Pope Gregory made the correction by advancing the calendar 10 days. The change was made the day after October 4th, 1582, and that following day was established as October 15th, 1582. The Gregorian calendar differs from the Julian in 3 ways. Number 1, no century year is a leap year unless it is exactly divisible by 400. I'll give you an example. That's like 1600, 2000, 2400. Number 2, years divisible by 4000 are common, not leap years. And 3, once again, the new year would begin with the date set by the early pagans, the first day of the month of Janus, January 1st. On New Year's Day 1577, Pope Gregory XIII declared that all Roman Jews, under the pain of death, must listen attentively to the compulsory Catholic conversion sermon given in Roman synagogues after Friday night services. On New Year's Day 1578, Gregory signed into law a tax forcing Jews to pay for the support of a house of conversion, and that would be to convert Jews to Christianity. On New Year's 1581, Gregory ordered his troops to confiscate all sacred literature for the Roman Jewish community. Thousands of Jews were murdered in the campaign. Throughout the medieval and post-medieval periods, January 1st, supposedly the day on which Jesus' circumcision initiated the reign of Christianity and the death of Judaism, was reserved for anti-Jewish activities. Synagogue, book burnings, public tortures, and, simple fucking murder. The Israeli term for New Year's night celebrations, Sylvester, was the name of the saint and the Roman Pope who reigned during the Council of Nicaea 325 CE. The year before the Council of Nicaea convened, Sylvester convinced Constantine to prohibit Jews from living in Jerusalem. At the Council of Nicaea, Sylvester arranged for the passage of a host of viciously anti-Semitic legislation. All Catholic saints are awarded a day on which Christians celebrate and pay tribute to that saint's memory. December 31st is Saint Sylvester Day, hence celebrations on the night of December 1st are dedicated to Sylvester's memory. Now, I got that little bit of information from U.S. World and News and World Reports. That was written December of 1996. So what do you think? What do you guys think? I mean, I think we've proven here, and this is a historical thing, that Christmas is bullshit. I mean, like I said, though, I love me some presents, and I like to eat, and I like to have some good time, but that's all I celebrate it for, because I knew the history of Christmas before that. Now, knowing you Christians that are out there listening to this, knowing the real history of Christmas, that it is not, has anything to do with Christ. Nothing. Are you still going to celebrate it the right way? Or at all? I mean, it is engrossed in bloodshed, murder, sex, orgies, pagan rituals. That is what December 25th is about. So, you make up your own mind how you're going to celebrate this Christmas. I'm just going to eat a big ham or turkey and open some presents with my kids. That's what I'm going to do. With no thought and regard at all to Christ. So, it's kind of funny. It's really interesting. Once you start breaking down all these, we always make fun of the Jehovah's Witnesses. We do. But I have to give it to the Jehovah's Witnesses. They don't say a fucking thing. They don't really bug you other than knocking on your door. They don't have really a stance on anything. They just want to be left the fuck alone. But they don't celebrate these holidays. You know why? Because they might know something more than you do. That Christmas is not based in Christ. That Easter had nothing to do with Christ. Halloween is a pagan ritualistic holiday. Maybe they know something. And you think they're so fucking weird for it. I don't know. You make your decision. Thank you so much for joining me, and I do not have any outro song today. I am sorry. I did not have a chance to get everything together, but I will see you again on Tuesday, 9 p.m. Please send me an email at atheistagenda@live.com with any questions, concerns. I will read them on the air, or eventually get to them on the air, or I will write you back myself. If you have any... we're eventually going to get, I just procured the name today, which is theatheistagenda.com. I'm sorry, .net. I got that today, and we're going to be working on the website, and we're going to have a lot of stuff on there. A lot of articles, a lot of things about atheism, support groups if you needed. People you can get in touch with if you want to get out of your religion, or at least somebody you can at least talk to, and maybe they can help you with any kind of cult activity or anything. Doesn't matter. And we're really trying to help people, and we're going to do that. We're going to get that website up as soon as I can, but as of right now, I'm the only one doing it. So all of this, between the equipment that I have to get and the website and the production, and that's why I sound like shit. The production, all of this, I am first time to each and everything. So I'm trying to do this all myself, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And I hope you enjoyed the real history of Christmas, and we will see you Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Thanks for joining us. My name is Michael, and have a great night.
What you're about to hear is part of the Podgods Network. If you have a problem with anything you hear, please write it in an email and go fuck yourself. Enjoy the show!